Textures are ubiquitous in graphics applications. Traditional example-based texture synthesis can only handle homogeneous textures. For inhomogeneous textures, additional guidance maps are required, which are not trivial for users to specify. Recent advances in deep learning have enabled feed-forward networks to overfit to a single texture. However, these techniques suffer from long training times, a lack of controllability, and limited editing capabilities. More recently, textural losses have also been proposed for neural texture optimization, but additional guidance maps are still required for non-stationary texture synthesis. Our goal is to develop a new high-quality synthesis method that can work for both homogeneous and inhomogeneous textures. Meanwhile, it provides user-friendly editing and needs no further training or fine-tuning. To achieve that, we propose a two-stage self-rectification framework. Given a reference texture, we first let the user sketch a target image quickly. Then the coarse target is rectified twice, from coarse to fine. Our user editing can be directly realized using general tools such as Photoshop. Users can crop and paste interesting patches to form a rough layout, and the background is filled with pixels randomly drawn from the reference. Then, let's see how we do self-rectification. Here is the overview of our self-rectification module, which contains two parts: structure-preserving inversion and texture-matching sampling. Among them, the key operation is the injection of self-attention features, KV injection more specifically, during the inversion and sampling process of Stable Diffusion. KV injection in diffusion is first introduced in Massa control. Its effect is to transfer the appearance and textures from the reference to the synthesized image. Specifically, we inject the self-attention features from the inversion process of the reference image into the sampling process, such that the local texture patterns are copied from the reference texture to the target image. For those textures containing prominent directions, we further augment the reference with several rotated copies. However, only KV injection and sampling process cannot preserve the global structures from user editing. Our key observation is the self-attention features are getting smoother along with inversion time steps. If we inject KV features at larger time steps into early time steps of DDIM inversion, the prominent structure features from user editing can be better preserved. More specifically, we inject the KV features from the target image's inversion process into another inversion process of the target image itself, in reverse order. Here, we visualize the comparison. From the standard DDIM inversion, we can see that the noising process smooths out the prominent structures of the target image, whereas in our structure-preserving inversion, the layout from user editing is well preserved after the inversion process. So, this is the whole process of our self-rectification module. In our framework, we run it twice. The output of the first stage, i.e., the coarse stage, is used as the input of the fine stage. Now we show more experimental results. We edit two layouts for each reference texture. We also compare our results with two existing methods, TextEXP and GCDLoss. Here are the zoom-in of our results. We can see that our synthesis yields high-quality local texture details, and more importantly, favorably preserves the global structure or layout of user edits. And more results and comparisons. To generate diversified results, we can use different sizes of filling patches when filling the background of the target image, and we can see different backgrounds result in different outputs. Our method can be easily applied to homogeneous textures. We can simply reshuffle the reference images as the targets, or reshuffle them in the latent space of Stable Diffusion. Our method can synthesize texture images from pure color layout, where users can draw representative colors from the reference and sketch the target layout. Our framework can also be applied to single image editing. Users can edit the input images as they want. Our method will rectify the target image into a natural one according to the reference itself. Code is available online.